This is an amazing Saturday morning, the last Saturday in the month of November. All right, and now we're going to December. That is going to be the month of Christmas, where festivities, celebrations, everything will be coming up. And I'm glad to know that you are with us on this program this morning. I am Nta Akure. We bring you this program this morning better like we have been doing this usually. I'm not going to be alone on this program today. I have with me my interesting colleague who has been doing justice to this program every Saturday morning. Yeah. You're welcome, Tolu.
Thank you. Good morning, viewers at home, and many thanks for joining us on the program this morning. I am Tolu Animioke. Thank you.
Tolu, it has been wonderful. At least knowing that you are here this morning, Saturday morning, the last Saturday, the month of November. Yeah, and I think you are actually really preparing for the Christmas ahead.
Yes, of course.
Because you're already wearing green now.
Yes, thank you.
Well, it's wonderful knowing that you're with us, and this morning we have lots of packages for you. You know, the first day in the month of December is the World HIV/AIDS Day, and that's why this morning we're going to at least project into that day, look at activities surrounding that event, and we are already going to have our guest that will be coming up when it's time. But before we continue, let me tell you what are the lineup we have this morning.
Okay, this morning, as you all know, to make your weekend a delightful one, and we have segments that we do bring, for this program. We have the weekly mirror segment where we, just like he said, we bring in our guest, we discuss a very important topic which we believe that it will educate you and also inform you, and you know more about things that are important for us to know. And also we have the sports segment where we bring you highlights of sports across the globe. Also we have the entertainment segment whereby we talk about entertainment. We entertain you and help you enjoy it too. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Toluwanimi. And right now we are going on a short break. But before we go, what exactly are we going to look at next? I think we're going to have a video. What is that video about?
Okay, we have a goodwill messages from the DG NACA, the UN Secretary General, and also U8 Executive Director. And let's take a look at it.
Cubana in Abuja, and for fun, I love
World AIDS Day
was brought to you by TAG, and by the time we
to ending AIDS as a public health threat. This year's theme, Overcoming Disruptions, Sustaining Nigerians' HIV's Response, speaks clearly to what we're doing at NACA. Despite the economic challenges, misinformation, and challenges in health services, we are strengthening our system, we are expanding access, and ensuring that no community is left behind. Today in Nigeria, millions of people living with HIV are thriving because they have access to free life-saving treatment. And when treatment is taken consistently, the virus becomes undetectable, meaning U equals U. Undetectable equals untransmittable. There are prevention options like condoms and PrEP, and this remains very effective and accessible across the country. But to fully transform our response, we need every Nigerian with us. So I encourage you to know your status, get tested, access treatment early. Treatment is available and free in all government facilities nationwide. End stigma, support those living with HIV because discrimination harms us all. Empower our young people with knowledge and honest conversation. Partner with us, the communities, civil societies, and families. At NACA, our commitment is unwavering. Nigeria has the strength, the expertise, and the unity to overcome disruptions and move towards an AIDS-free generation. I thank you all.
The World AIDS Day reminds us that we have the power to transform lives and futures, and end the AIDS epidemic once and for all. The progress we have made is undeniable. Since 2010, new infections have fallen by 40%. AIDS-related deaths have declined by more than half, and access to treatment is better than ever before. But for many people around the world, the crisis continues. Millions still lack access to HIV prevention and treatment services because of who they are, where they live, or the stigma they endure. Meanwhile, reduced resources and services are putting lives at risk and threatening hard-won gains. Ending AIDS means empowering communities, investing in prevention, and expanding access to treatment for all people. It means uniting innovation with action and ensuring new tools like injectables reach more people in need. At every step, it means grounding our work in human rights to ensure no one is left behind. Ending AIDS as a public health threat by 2030 is within grasp. Let's get the job done.
The entire global HIV response has been turned upside down. Progress has stalled, our gains are in reverse. The prospect of ending AIDS as a public health threat by 2030 is diminishing. Across Africa, HIV services are under severe strain. In Mozambique, HIV testing for pregnant women and exposed babies have been scaled back. In Côte d'Ivoire, when 90% of the response is externally funded, key population services, prevention, and community-led monitoring have been critically affected. Last year, we had 3,500 new HIV infections every day. Today, we estimate that we are at 5,800 new infections daily, up by more than 2,000. By 2029, this could lead to 6.6 million additional infections and another 4.2 million AIDS-related deaths. To our partner governments, UNAIDS says this disruption is a call to increase efforts towards sustainability and self-reliance. UNAIDS honors your resolve to maintain essential HIV and health services while you're facing multiple challenges, from climate shocks to conflict to debt. Across regions, we see encouraging signs of domestic commitment. In South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, and Ghana, governments are increasing allocations to HIV programs. Even in Ukraine, in the middle of war, we see heroic efforts to mobilize domestic resources. As UNAIDS, we are on the ground, doing all we can to support you on this journey. To the communities, your courage drives this response. Your voice remains central in shaping and monitoring what comes next. And to donor governments, now is not the time to retreat. It is time to renew your faith in global solidarity, with ambition, with accountability. We thank the donors who are maintaining and stepping up support to the AIDS response. Millions of lives depend on it. Global security is what's at stake. We at UNAIDS are fundamentally rethinking how we operate to meet this moment. Our core mission will not change. We will continue to be the link between communities, governments, donors, the Global Fund, and the UN. We will set targets and develop the global AIDS strategy. We will record data and track progress globally. We will stand up for human rights, and we will stand alongside communities of people living with HIV and affected by HIV. We will accelerate HIV prevention and equitable access to new innovations. Our focus will be on sustainable, inclusive, multi-sectoral, national HIV responses. We'll drive forward our collective work to end AIDS. Let us face this new normal together, with resolve, with solidarity, and shared responsibility. Thank you.
Have you been aspiring to be a student of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to no avail? Worry no more, as you can gain entry through NTA Television College Jos, an affiliate of the renowned Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where eligible candidates with a JAMB admissible scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores, and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics, can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in Mass Communication and MBTE approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism and television engineering respectively. The college, as a training hub with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 080-33-834-343 and 080-69-809-897. Announcer Management.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira. Our major currency unit.
Welcome back. It's still the program Dynamic Diet on the Nigerian Television Authority, Dynamic Station, and we are right now on the weekly mirror segment of this program, where we're going to look at the International Day of HIV/AIDS, and the theme for this year is specifically overcoming disruptions, transforming the AIDS response, and this is in line with activities in the past. The past months, and where nations of the world, particularly the United States, has tried to cut aid support to international activities such as the WHO and the rest. And we're going to look at how this has impacted treatment and also supporting the people living with HIV/AIDS. And this morning we have in the studio with us one of the major advocates of people living with HIV/AIDS. They are out to have a better support system for them. My guest this morning is the state coordinator of the people living with HIV/AIDS in Nigeria, here in Ondo State. My guest is Prince Adeshina Aladelusi. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Moderator. Thank you.
And I know that my guest himself has been living with this HIV/AIDS for several years and has been coping very well, and that is why he's in a better position to advocate for those living with HIV/AIDS. Now let me quickly look at this. We're talking about the Global World AIDS Day, and with specific focus on the overcoming disruptions, transforming the AIDS response. As a stakeholder and somebody that is directly impacted, let's pick up from I think about a year ago that the United States has announced that it's going to cut its support, or that it has cut its support to global activities, especially the WHO and other activities, that it has cut its support. How has this affected treatment for patients?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Good morning at home. This HIV, as my Mr. Moderator said, I've been living with this virus for almost 35 years. And during our own time, there is no easy thing like this now, like this time now. There is no drug then. We used to buy drug. Not to waste time, Sha. So let me go straight to our team for this all these days of this year. What we really need now is that we need to go back now. We need many people now, to have passion, because we are going to sustainability. You can see what Donald Trump did for us last time. So many people died that time. But we thank God the state government has make a plan, and the joint planning group, like Odisaka, Minister of Health, and all the stakeholders. We have been making a meeting once continuously to know what we can do. But what we really need, that is what bring this team come up this year, is that they want to know to overcoming the disruption and sustaining the HIV response refers to effort aimed in addressing challenges and setbacks. What are the challenges and setbacks in HIV prevention, treatment, and care? According to what you said, concerning what Donald Trump said then. So when Donald Trump said that, okay, they want to stop giving us drugs or something like that, if you see what happened to our members then, because they think that is the end of the life for them, because they believe that using that drug make a lot of, strengthening somebody. Like me, what I said, I say, I've been living with this virus for almost 35, and this is because of that treatment. It's because of that drug. And if you don't use that drug, there are going to be an opportunity for the virus, to multiply. And that means when the virus multiply, there will be an opportunity for that infection, to develop another resistance. And when you develop another resistance, that is another problem. Because by using that drug, it's not easy like that, but we know is our, is our God. That drug, within that drug, is our God. Is the one that preventing us that we can live. And that is to say, it's not the end of the end of the life for people living in. It's because of that drug. And when there is no drug now, what else? And without using that drug, you will develop another resistance. That when you develop another resistance, that means we are going nearly to hate. When you are in hate position, that means it's gone already. So that is why we are begging our people this time that we need to support your support, because there is there is a sustainability now. So when we have money, like those people that they have money in our community, we are begging them now to support this program. We can at least have one person or two persons that have money that they can support this program. When they mitigate with the agency, the Odisaka, and mitigate with the Minister of Health, especially the agency, the Odisaka, because these people, they understand about HIV. They really understand about HIV. They are my mentor. Because if not because of Odisaka, I may not be in life today. Because they are the one that put me through. We have somebody like me like that. We are almost in this state now. We have almost 1 million point something that's living with this virus. That is the last prevalence rate. But now, if you want to look at that prevalence rate, now we are more than that. We are more than that, because there is no money now. Again. And we want to believe. I want to thank the state government. State government have been doing their own. But the time of this, our pillar of progress. I made the governor Ayidatiwa, because the man is ready to work. He's ready to support us. But we are still begging him now, not to say it in mouth, just to do it. Because like last year now, when we are doing the what is the. If you see what that man did, in fact, it's very, very, very fantastic for a governor to trek with us from government house down to Ojaoba. And the man did not sit at all. He stood up till we finished in Ojaoba. Then even before that what is the, we did a Thanksgiving. He's the one that preach. He's the one that pray from one group to another group. After praying, he did not stood up at all. Then on Monday also, when we are doing the he's the one that's he's the one that's came lead. He be at the front. Then all the people, all the remaining people are now following him. That means the man have passion. He has something in his mind to support people living in HIV in this state. We are see tomorrow now, on Sunday now, we gather ourselves at the government chapel, in the government office. I want to do a Thanksgiving. Yeah, the program will start by 9. Also by Monday, also we are going to trek. But before trekking, we will gather ourselves in front of government house. That's amusement park there. So after the preaching of the governor or anything like that, then we will start trekking from that place down to amusement park, to Democracy Park in Oja. And also Saka also normally do some programs like that, integrated HIV counseling and testing services at our strategic center.
Now, about going to that testing part, what advice?
My advice is that according to our team,
regular testing,
yes,
those are already that already have it, and people that are yet to.
Yes, it is very, very important for someone to know his or her own status. Because people say they show for face. This thing is not they show for face. You can see our old people now, or that old papa, they will just take themselves to the hospital. They want to know their health, how their health be, because they don't want to realize that suddenly something happened to them. So I plead for our people on Monday, please go to all our strategic area that we want to do a test for you. It's better for you to know your status, because if you know your status early, you'll be able to start treatment. But if you don't know your status early now, then you develop another resistance. That means you are not dealing with HIV alone. You might have get another like syphilis, chlamydia, or even TB or hepatitis. You should understand. So, but if you know your status, come on Monday to all our various strategic area, especially at that Democracy Park. Then you will see our tent there. The test, all the test there is free. They are not going to, and when they want to do that test, it's confidential. It's only you and the person that's testing you will know the result. Nobody will know your own result.
Is the result going to, are they going to get the result there?
Yeah, they are going to get, because there is a space, there's a space that is confidential, that the person that's tested and the patient, it will be only him or her with the tester. So when they want to, to tell him or her the result, they will just tell them within what we call interpersonal communication guide. Yes, interpersonal communication is in between you and the patient alone. So come on Monday, so that when you come on Monday, to know when you know your status, probably we discover that you are reactive. It's not a big deal. When you are reactive already, as I tell you before that, I'm also living with the virus, and I'm 35 years. I have a child, I have a daughter. No, not on one gets HIV. So that means people living in HIV, they still have some people to live in their hand. They are more stronger than those people that have not known their status.
I may still need to take you back a bit, because the first question I asked was asking about the impact of the United States withdrawing support to international activities such as which affect also the issue of testing, treatment, and support for HIV/AIDS, people living with HIV/AIDS. Now, specifically, since this policy, how has your access to treatment, access to testing, the support that people living with HIV have been getting before, how has it been affected? Has it been affected negatively, or things have remained normal as it is?
Let's look at sensitization. Let's look at awareness. We are not doing that awareness alone now again because of lack of funds. we rely on America and all donors people before. I see you understand. But when Donald Trump said that they are not going to support, even the IPs, our IPs now, they are not doing like before again. All their services have dropped down. We normally, build the capacity of people that the staffs on HIV, on awareness, on sensitization, and like SACA now, they used to go to mobile ACT. It has been for long that SACA have done that thing. Mobile ACT, we've been in the one bus, then we go from one place to another, from one place to another. Like that one, there's no fun for that again. So that is what we are saying, that tomorrow and on Monday now we'll be able to tell everybody, or the person in charge of those things, that they can help us, like Mr. Governor. Mr. Governor has been doing so many things for us, but we are still going to tell Mr. Governor now to continue doing a good job for us, because we don't want our people, to die. We don't want certain death again, because when you are not using your drug, that means you are going to die, because when you don't have any treatment for your body, that means when you develop another resistance and that person is going nearly to the hate issue, that means that person is going to die. So we are pleading, because Donald Trump have tell us that they don't want to do anything for us again. From that time now, the state government and the federal government are now gearing up on what they want to do, because at last now maybe the donor will just resign that they want to join, they don't want to do anything. So that is why we are telling our people, like NEP1 now, Network of People, the National NEP1. There is a fund, what we call Global Fund. There is prevention mother to child. So they gave us an opportunity, to appoint almost 30 on our member as a mentor mother. Then I told them that our mentor mother, make sure the money you are getting now, make sure you have something to do with it. So we are going to the sustainability time now. So when you plan to save your money, then you start with business. That at least when the Donald Trump or anybody say that they are not going to do anything, then you'll be using that your money to sustain yourself. So we are pleading to our Mr. Governor that the agency, Odisaka, they are the one in charge of this HIV. For example, when we started with 3.2. It's because of the fund that they are funding Odisaka then, that we use it, to do a program, to go to communities, series of communities, to tell them, to notify them the HIV is still there in this state, and you must know your status. When you know the status and you start treatment, you'll be okay. But there is no fund for all those things again. That is why the prevalence is high, getting high now. So when they start funding the Odisaka, because when they fund Odisaka, it was on that time that they get me. You can see that I'm still alive now. If there is no funding then, to build my capacity, because building that capacity is often by often. But now there's no anything, even in radio, in television, in awareness now, no awareness in radio and television for signing HIV in this state again, because there is no funding. So that means we are pleading to the high personnel that they also have money. At least we have somebody that can give us money on awareness in radio in this state. We have somebody that can release himself or herself, that he will make sure that he can take care of 10 or 20 people living with HIV in this state. So we are pleading to those people that they have money, that they should support the state and how to take care of people living with HIV in terms of prevention, in terms of treatment literacy, and in terms of awareness, to notify people. Even in the radio, we can see somebody that can sponsor HIV in this state on radio for almost a quarter, even something like that. We are pleading to our people like that, because we can't rely on Donald Trump again, because the one that we have tested last time, he affected so many things.
Okay, thank you very much, yes, sir. Let's now look at the issue of support.
Okay.
Stigmatization, discrimination, and the rest. And now, how has the society now been? Do you think that the support is really there now, or has it just been?
Concerning that stigmatization is a great issue in this state. we have a lot of that challenges. That challenge is getting too much in these states. That is why I'm saying we need funds. You understand? Even all over the nation, there is something they have to look into. Not after that thing happens. What make that thing happens? That is what this team is telling us now. We are supposed to go and think very well, gather ourselves technically to make sure that okay, what make this thing happen? Go. So when we go down and know that what is happening, what is causing this thing, like HIV and testing now, we call what we call index testing. Index testing, how that person managed to get that thing, which source that make that person to get reactive. See what I'm saying? We're supposed to look on that issue. So until when we go to the source, to tackle with that source, to tackle with the source of stigma and discrimination within the people living with HIV in their house, in their home, in the churches, you understand, in the community, we're supposed to go down and think what causes. Then when we can be able to tackle the sources. There are no challenges in gender-based violence or HIV and testing or HIV prevention and awareness, but we are not looking at that until when that issue happens. Now we now be saying okay, this. But what we really need now is that to go and think deeply what caused this issue, what caused stigma and discrimination.
And what are the things that cause it? But from your own perspective?
Yeah, from our own perspective is that now, like when we started with HIV, you understand, we have a support group. The Nigerian people, the national people, they need to, to find a support group for partners affected by HIV. Through the partners, that means we are going to have a support group within them. Again, that is the way, that is how we can build their capacity. That is how we can sensitize them. That is why we can tell them all the risks and behaviors that can affect your family or your issue. Understand? But they don't go to that area. It was when the thing happens now, they just running everywhere like that. But we need my own concern is that the government, both national and state, they should now gather to serve. Then we are good. I've been working on this issue. If not because you have this question, I've been gathering some people, partners affected, especially the OBs that are affected with HIV. You understand? Then I've been trying to introduce to form a group of those affected by HIV, forming a group, then having a support group like that. Then doing that support group, then if there is any support for the infected people, the affected people also will be supported.
Now let me also take this issue. That's one thing. In terms of support, emotionally trying to make sure that people get to understand what is needed and the rest. But beyond that, people living with HIV/AIDS, like you said, can still live their normal life.
Yes.
Now, in terms of economic empowerment,
yes, thank you, my brother. That
skill acquisition.
This hand is not equal.
How can we build that so that the individuals too will not need to rely or depend on people?
We need empowerment. That means our people need the empowerment. We have learned people within us. Okay. You understand? That we are pleading that government should appoint them. So when they appoint those people that are learned, we have many people that are learned. So also we have many people that they are less privileges. We have blind that living with the virus. We have disabled that living with the virus. You can see that is double challenge. So that is double challenge. We have widows, orphans. That is double challenge. So if those people, they can empower them, they empower them. During that empower, the OD SACA will monitor them, because we empower someone now. Like now, I want to empower people now, and they want to give me the money to empower people. but my house, my home, is not empowered. So when they give you that money, you are the one that we just first of all use the money. That means they must first of all empower those people that they want to coordinate that empowerment, because empowerment before they have been empowering our people, but there's no fund again. So some of our people that they have empowered, they are using that opportunity to get something. You understand? So we need empowerment, because we have a lot of people that they are less privileged among us, they are hopeless among us. They don't have hope in everywhere. You know, you say it's not easy in this Nigeria. Now you go to someone that you need this, you need that, they will not give it to you. If they've been thinking on advice that maybe you want to use or something like that. So we need the empowerment for our people. Our people that they are less privileged and hopeless, they are more than those people that they were learning that they have money. So we need to look into that thing. That is why when you don't eat very well, you can't use the drug. And when you leave the drug, you will develop another resistance. And when you develop another resistance, that means that person is going on his way or her way to death. So we don't want that, especially in this state. So we need empowerment. We need empowerment. We need sensitization. We need awareness in radio, TV, and television to notify our people, to notify many people, because so many people now believe that there is no HIV again. They believe that there is no HIV. They believe that there is no anything resistant to HIV again. You can have HIV and you have TB. You can have HIV, you have hypertension. You can have HIV, you have medical. You can have depression, because according to what that gender-based violence now, when you have HIV, you don't tell your husband that you have HIV. Then okay, where you kept your drugs is in between where your husband are sleeping together, and your husband decided that this morning that I'm not going to work today, I'm going to relax at home, and you're supposed to use your drug by 9. How will you be able to take your drug? Okay. So we have to look into that one. If you are reactive to HIV, make sure you tell your partners that I'm living with this thing. And if you cannot be able to talk to him, bring that person to the clinic. They will give them the couple counseling. There is what we call couples counseling. Bring that person to the clinic. Then when you bring that person to the clinic, they will sensitize the husband or the wife to know the basic fact of HIV and the risky behaviors of not using the drug. Then they will tell them that when you are using your drug, you can't affect anything, and it's not disturbing you of not doing your daily job.
Okay, thank you very much. The president of a network of, the state coordinator of people living with HIV/AIDS, Prince Additional Eladilusi, for bringing my guest this morning. But before we leave, what will be your parting word of this program this morning?
You say?
Your parting word, your final word.
My parting word is that please, on Monday we want to do a Thanksgiving at Government House Chapel by 9 on this Sunday. There will be a goodwill message on this HIV, and then on Monday also. On Monday, we trek from in front of the government house down to Ojaoba. Then we are going to do a counseling and testing free for individuals. On Monday on the strategic place that I've already met.
Can you mention those strategic places?
The strategic place we are going to do the HIV testing and counseling at this thing at Oja Democracy Park. You will see our tent there. Also at NEPA. Okay. Also at NEPA Market there. So also at NEPA Market, also at Arakale. Okay. You understand? Arakale Market or Arakale. Those are the areas that you want
Arakale Market.
No, Arakale area. That Arakale Market near that car park.
Yes, around that car park.
Yeah, they are going to
want to know the specific location so that
they are going to the bed. Then we are going to do another one at that car park, Jaoba, near that Muslim mosque.
That's the Democracy Park.
Democracy Park. Please come to that place. Come and know your status. I know my own status. That's why I'm still living positive. I'm still living. There's no way. If I don't have this virus, I may not be like this, because there's a place now. If I want to go to governor's office, I want to go to commissioner's office, there is a way for me. They will just tell me that I should go inside, and it's because I have this virus that give me that opportunity, make me somebody. You understand? Make me somebody. But you can't make somebody when you don't know your status, because when you are not in this heart again, that means you can't be somebody. But it's better for you to go and do your test now on Monday to know your status. When you know your status, you know how your body be.
Well, thank you very much. I know that if I leave you, you continue talking. But time is not on our side. That is how much we can take on the weekly mirror segment of Dynamic Direct. But the program continues shortly with the entertainment segment. Please don't go away.